Well, hello, everyone, and Happy New Year, and welcome to the 1/1/2026 broadcast of Mother Mary, offered by me, Samarah Grace. Hope you're having a heck of a good day, and I look forward to sharing the messages of Mother Mary with you. She's been actually talking to me most of today, which is unusual. Sometimes I'll sit down a minute before the broadcast and I have no idea what she's going to talk about, but she's been kind of adamant about really teaching all of us something that's quite important in having a very outstanding and beneficial 2026. So I'm hoping that you'll all enjoy it. This recording is going to be also on my YouTube channel, and it'll also be on my Facebook page. And so if you feel to share it with other people, please do so. And I look forward to hearing from you. I always just get so excited to see people if they either come to the broadcast or later on watch it and email me. So again, this is Samarah Grace. This is my 27th year of channeling Mother Mary. So once she has you, I promise you, she's got you. But all of the messages, for me anyway, have been uplifting and full of compassion and often full of wisdom. So please enjoy. And in just a moment, you'll hear my voice change a little bit, and that'll be the voice of Mother Mary. Well, I want to say joyous New Year. Happy is, I guess, not quite right. Joyous is the energy I want to give to you and to share with you. Because in this year of 2026, there's a couple of adjustments that I'm encouraging you to make. And as you know, I always encourage. There's no, no rule you must follow, but I encourage you because I think it'll be much more beneficial for you. This is a year of frequency change. This is a year of frequency change. It's been happening. It's going to continue to happen. But the bottom line is if you don't attend to your frequency, you will be in sort of the hurricane of change that is going on. And you will not have the capacity and the perseverance and the resilience and the joy that I would like all of you to have. So the first thing to think about is if you were a boat in a storm, how would you maybe have to adapt how you were sailing or navigating if you were in a storm? It would be different than if it was on calm seas. You would have to pay greater attention, right? You'd have to really notice, what is the wind doing? How large are the waves? What can I do to accommodate this storm? And so what's happening right now in the world in these frequency changes is much like a storm at sea. And so for you to navigate it is to understand that, yes, you have the capacity, you have the ability, but instead of sort of throwing your hands up and saying, oh my goodness, I don't know how to navigate it, the simplest understanding that I want to offer to you tonight is you have to change your frequency so that you are at a frequency of clarity, you're at a frequency of calm, you're at a frequency of being very present. And that is, of course, what can allow a good sailor or a good captain of his ship to steer his way or her way through and navigate to a safe harbor. So the frequency aspect is something that many of you perhaps have studied, you've read about, the frequencies, you've read about ascension, you've read about all this and that. But I want to break it down in hopefully a very simple way for you to understand. Your physical body, which is, your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, and some people would say your spiritual body, is fed by what you eat, what you drink, the activities you do, the exercises, etc. And so it keeps you, depending on what you're doing, at a certain frequency. However, it's not really prepared for some of the storms that come, right? And I know many of you have been through storms, or perhaps there will be storms in your future. So how do you shift your thought from the physical, what some people call self-care, to soul care. It's beginning to understand that if you want to navigate in these times of ascension and these times of shifting frequencies, your light body must become your buddy. Your light body must become your buddy. And what does that look like? What does that mean? What it means is that you have to understand that in addition to your physical body, and many of you understand about auras and all of that, your light body is in a way the field of energy that connects you, your physicality, with the light, with source, with God, right? And so if your light body is not attended to, it is not strong enough to really help you navigate these challenges. And so when you begin to see, all right, so my light body needs some kind of food, just like my physical body needs certain kinds of food to feel strong and well. So what is it that my light body needs, and how do I get it, right? So I'm not going to make it a mystery. I'm going to make it very simple for you. Your light body requires light. So how you find light, some of you find it in nature, some of you find it in music, some of you find it in wonderful practices like toning and yoga and other things like that. But the difference is you must now add the intention and the awareness that not only am I doing my beautiful yoga practice, let's say, to feel good in my physical body, I'm now connecting my physical body and my light body to be strong and vibrant and, in a way, congruent, to have a coherence, because your light body is the part of you that connects to spirit and therefore brings you messages, brings you guidance, brings you nudges from time to time to do this or not do that. So to have this coherence between your physical self and your soul self means now is the time to understand I have a light body. Most of you understand that conceptually, but my light body needs my attention. It needs my attention. So the first thing you have to do to feed the light is find the light. Now, when I say that, what I mean is there's certain environments and certain practices that each of you will resonate with. And it's not the same for everyone. So I can't say, do 30 minutes of yoga and 20 minutes of meditation and you're all set. Because just like each of you has your own uniqueness, your own light body has its own uniqueness. And so certain things are going to feel enlivening. They're going to feel peaceful. They're going to feel like you're receiving mana. You're receiving the food that is really nourishing your light body. When that begins to happen, you begin to see, oh, okay. Now, again, we'll just pick Samarah. You might think, well, why is she in South Carolina near the beach? One of her requirements in these times was the ocean. And she spent the last 30 years in Arizona, quite far from the ocean. She would visit the ocean and sort of stock up, from seeing whether it was Hawaii or California or other places. But it wasn't a sufficient dosage to keep her light body where it needs to be now in these challenging times. So now she lives within 10 minutes of the ocean and also within 10 minutes of a beautiful arboretum called Brook Green Gardens. And that has these gorgeous trees and beautiful fountains and water and statuary. And it's a lovely, lovely place to walk. And it has, the reason I'm bringing up this park is that it has enough of an environment that the typical congestion and noise that you would feel from cars going by or, cities and lots of noise, it's so quiet there. And so for her, she was able now to maintain her light body much more easily by having those around her, in addition to, of course, meditation and chanting and all the other things that she does, and I know many of you do. So finding the light for each of you is January's challenge, I guess you would say. Find the light that feeds you. Some of you love animals, and it can be caring for your animals. Some of you love your children or grandchildren. It can be being with them and feeling those beams of light coming into you. So you find the light. But the next part is also every bit as important. It's to feel the light and fuel your light. So in other words, in the past, many times, many of you, you give and you give and you give and you exhaust yourself, and then you go and give yourself self-care. You get a massage or you do this or that. It's like, but then you go back and do the same thing. So it's a negative loop. What we want for you with this light body equation is that your light body's quotient of light continues to stream into you, that you can then go out and share it as you're guided. So to create this, you have to first find the light, and then you have to allow it to fill you and fuel you. And that's actually a practice of receiving. And again, many of you are so good at giving, 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 giving. That's wonderful. No, now it's time to receive and give, receive and give. And the receiving can most help you, that comes from a source that doesn't really require anything from you. Sort of like sunshine, it's just there. You can soak it up. Because now what you're doing is you're finding the light, you're filling and fueling yourself with this light. And you are doing this on a regular basis, whatever's going to be appropriate for you, so that you have this stream coming into you and feeding and fueling your light, so that then when you're out doing whatever you're doing, there isn't this depletion that has happened for so many of you in these last months, especially, where there was a lot of storming and the ship was really not always on an even keel. So this aspect of understanding that your light body is with you, you all have one. It isn't that it's something you have to conjure up, but it's a little like anything else. If you don't take care of your physical body, after a while, you're going to be depleted. You might get an illness, something like that. You won't be in tip-top shape. So now it's like, oh my goodness, that's right. I have a light body, and that light body is my auric field that then is connecting to spirit, God, source, etc. And that is the fuel that keeps my frequency at a place of joy, of peace, of well-being, of being prepared for whatever happens, whatever is in front of you, whatever the storms might bring. It additionally gives you a kind of resilience and a kind of perspective to realize that, yes, there are things happening in this world right now that you might just shake your head and say, what in the world is going on with all that? But if you come down into the physical plane, beginning to try to figure out how to navigate homelessness, how to deal with hunger in the world, all of these things, what's happening is you're trying to operate from the same frequencies that created the problems in the first place. So you will not have the higher vision, you will not have the guidance that you will have by bringing in the light body and really nurturing and nourishing and feeding that for yourself. With that, you become sort of a bearer of the light. And so, yes, you might not be the one that figures out world hunger or homelessness or something like that. But what you're doing is you're creating a field of possibility, a field of luminous light that can be a source for other people as well. So that's an extraordinary gift. It's an extraordinary gift. But like so many things, it's odd, but the first one you have to gift it with is yourself. And so it's really imperative this year that you realize all this time I've been trying to figure out the world and how my place in it and how to, how to navigate it and whatever, be successful or, content or fulfilled and all that. It will never fill you the way that God can. It will never fill you the way that light can. And once you start feeling the light, finding the light, fueling your light, I promise you, you will find it so heartening, so peaceful, so joyous that it won't be an issue. It's not like, oh, I have to do my 10 sit-ups or I have to hurry up and get dressed to go to yoga or something. It's not like that. You just can't wait to go and watch the sunset or the sunrise. You can't wait to see which birds are. Samarah loves these pelicans that are over the ocean where she's living, just watching them. She watched them for probably an hour the other day. But you have to begin to see that that was not idleness. That was communion. That was communion. And so whichever ways feel to you like the communion that fits for you, that fuels you, that feeds you, do that. Do that. But do it with this understanding that you are fueling the light in you, the light body, to be the greater light that you came to be. So that intention creates sort of a trajectory for you of understanding that the way this world values certain things is often quite foolish. When you can be the peace you came to be and be the light you came to be and share that, I think you have achieved your purpose. You've achieved what you came to do. You've achieved what really can be looked at as an extraordinary gift to humanity and of course, a gift to yourself as well. The other the other special gift that comes with expanding your frequency and raising your frequency and expanding your light body is all of the guidance that I know many of you are so hungry for starts to just drop in because the connection is clear. Your intention is clear. You want to be the light you came to be. And so when you're doing that, you don't even have to ask, Archangel Michael, what do you have to say to me today? Or Mother Mary or Jesus or whatever. You don't even have to ask. You're living in this dimensionality in which they're right there with you. And so if there's something that you need to know or be on the watch for or something like that, it will just come to you. And that's also a great gift because in that progression, you start to do even more of what I'll call your soul work, your soul purpose. And that can be as simple as, all right, go over there and sit on that bench next to that lonely person and just smile. You think, really? I want a big assignment. I want to do something big. It isn't like that. All of you have sort of this miraculous mosaic available to you of how spirit can use you in many different ways at many different times. And so we're up here thinking, oh goodness, let's see if we can get so-and-so to go over there and do this and do that. And all of you, as I'm saying this, I think you can look back over the last few years of your life and think about someone that you met or what looked like a chance encounter that turned out to be something very moving and special for you. And that's the kind of thing that could happen more and more often for you when you start to attend to your light body. If you think about it, from a worldwide perspective, if right now all over the world, let's just say 10 million people decided, I'm going to choose to really enhance my light body and be the light I came to be and be in the world as that light. Wow. And that's the kind of visionary perspective and intention that will bring about the changes we all want to see. So it's not doing it from this 3D heavy lifting, let's go fight against who didn't do this or do that. That's over. The world of, I don't know, they talk about artificial intelligence. That'll be for next time. What I want to say, though, is that your intention to be the light you came to be, and your intention to beef up your aura, to let your light body really be fed by the light that you're choosing on any given day, is the most extraordinary service that you can do right now. How fun is that? So it's really about understanding that humanity by itself has made quite a mess, right? Humanity by itself has made quite a mess. So what's missing? What's missing is the part of all of you, all of humanity that is connected to source, to light, to universe, to Buddha, to God, to Jesus, whatever, right? Because if you look at any of the wisdom teachings, whether it's Buddha or Jesus or any of them, it was very simple. But yet the people at that time, and even now, are still trying to navigate what's in it for me. And that's a losing proposition. So becoming more of the light that you are, the light that you bring, begins to create this realm of possibilities and this literal field of gorgeous light that can nourish and nurture so many and so much change that can come. So that is my New Year's wish for all of you, that you find the light in your life, in the world, feed and fuel your light, and then be the light you came to be. Without the ego's desire for glory. God is the glory. Spirit is the glory. Love is the glory. We don't need any more warriors dying for glory. Don't need any more martyrs dying for glory. What we need is the light. And the light is here in so many ways. It's in this beautiful music that so many of you love. It's in chanting and toning and dancing. It's in the nature. It's in the animals. It's in the beauty of flowers. It's everywhere. But you have to take the time to find what is your special mana, your special light, and just lavish yourself with it. And then from there, go and be the light. Because once you start doing that, you don't run out. It's a beautiful, beautiful loop of light from you, to you, and to others. So that is my New Year's message. It's time to be the light you came to be. But the first job is to find and fuel your light body, and to recognize there are no lesser lights. There are only those who have chosen so far not to wake up and be the light. So I love you all so much, and I know you can do it. So I look forward to seeing how you each find the light, fuel yourselves, and be the light. Namaste.